you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees and no, you girl.
What do you think of the James Harden memes?
Like what?
Like
I don't play certain type games.
Yeah.
So even when I see certain shit, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just say it.
See the comedy.
Push up on me with it. You know what I'm saying? See how that go.
Lil Baby just snapped on Jayda Cheaves after she finally dropped hints that lined up with the very rumor he's been dodging for ages. For the first time, people are saying they finally get why their breakup really went down. What everyone used to laugh off as whispers is now turning into wild gay for pay talk that's got the internet buzzing louder than ever. And the timing couldn't be any worse. The second Jayda cracked the door, Slim Thug kicked it wide open with so-called receipts. Suddenly, Lil Baby couldn't run from it anymore. In case you missed it, Slim Thug slipped up big time and exposed the one secret Lil Baby's allegedly been protecting for years.
We ain't going for it. We staying in our era. We going with the G. We work on cars. You know what I'm saying? We change all. We do all the real man shit. You feel me? We ain't influenced by nothing else.
He even went as far as calling Lil Baby a sugar baby, and Lil Baby has not been able to shake off that label since. Slim didn't even bother to play into the usual DL talk that's been floating around. He skipped all that and went straight for the knockout punch. He claimed Lil Baby isn't the man people think he is and dragged the whole thing back to his rumored secret ties with music mogul Mike Rubin. You can literally see the exact second Slim let it fly. And whether it was an accident or not, he looked way too pleased with himself for finally letting that bomb drop. And of course, Lil Baby wasn't about to just sit quiet. He's been on edge, lashing out at anyone speaking on his name. He's blasting people for not minding their own business, and even warning that if he ever crosses paths with Slim Thug, it won't just end in words, it'll get real fast. Now, the biggest question floating around is this: has Lil Baby been faking his whole street tough image from the very start? Because if what Slim Thug is putting out there is true, then maybe Mike Rubin is the real force behind Lil Baby's come up. Suddenly, all those sugar daddy whispers people brushed off for years aren't sounding so far-fetched anymore. And sure, everybody knows Lil Baby has always been the type to stay quiet on internet gossip, acting like he's above it all. But Slim's video, that one hit him right where it hurts.
Making fun of me when I'm drunk. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
What up, Mike? Get up off me, dog.
The second it went live, it was like Lil Baby's worst nightmare was unfolding in real time. Judging by how he reacted, he couldn't hide his anger. And you know what they say? If a hit dog hollers, then there's something behind the bark. Lil Baby wasted no time jumping on IG stories, dropping a cryptic post that had everybody talking. He wrote, "Those love talking until it gets real." Then what? But within minutes, he deleted it like it never happened. Too late, though. Blogs and gossip pages had already snatched screenshots and were blasting them everywhere. Even though he didn't drop names, the post had enough sting that people instantly knew who it was about. The timing made it crystal clear. Every finger pointed straight at Slim Thug. Once fans connected the dots, they started digging deep. They tore through Slim's feed, Lil Baby's feed, old videos, and shady comments, hunting for hidden shots and receipts. And that's when it all clicked. Slim had been throwing shade for a while, and now Lil Baby was finally showing he couldn't take it anymore. But here's the kicker. Why did Slim Thug call out Lil Baby in the first place? Well, it all traces back to a recent performance where Lil Baby rocked an outfit that had everybody raising eyebrows. He hit the stage in a tiny tank top, short shorts, and a bright pink belt, showing off his thighs. Fans were quick to clown it online, calling them Hoochie Daddy shorts, and Slim Thug clearly saw his opening to take a swing. For Slim, that moment sealed the deal. To him, Lil Baby's stage outfit was all the confirmation he needed, that Lil Baby was sliding right into the role of a sugar baby for powerful men like Mike Rubin. The clip had him styled up in that fit, and instantly the internet lit up with laughter, speculation, and straight-up claims that Lil Baby is gay. Some even clowned his walk, saying it looked different that night. And that was all Slim needed to pounce. He jumped online and went all in on Lil Baby, ranting that this is exactly what's wrong with hip-hop today.
How they got y'all dressing? Do you see what your new rappers, how they got y'all dressing? What happened to white tees and normal? You girls. You is all the way girls, man. Following y'all favorite rappers. D-Ray Davis, my brother. Yeah, man. Hey, man. That shit wasn't the flu in my era. I'm going to just say that, man. You know what I'm saying? You better put your towel tee on or something, man. Before y'all be doing all this other... Y'all turning all the way to girls. Like, what the... Like, even the girls know it. The girls look at y'all like girls. You it's weird, bro. Like, I don't know what happened. It's crazy.
His face said everything. Tight jaw, eyebrows locked, eyes burning with judgment. You could practically feel his disappointment pouring through the screen as he straight up called Lil Baby a girl for dressing that way. He wasn't just talking, he looked furious. But Slim didn't stop there. He decided to drag someone else down with him. He pulled young Jock into the mess, blasting him for a recent fit too. Remember Jock's throwback track, It's Going Down? Well, Slim flipped it, saying Jock was going down the same lane for rocking a crop sweater that showed off his stomach while performing. Slim framed it like hip-hop's image was being ruined, and he wanted the world to know he wasn't here for it. It's wild, no doubt about it. Crop tops might not be for everybody, but Slim made it clear this wasn't about clothes. It was about proof. He was convinced Lil Baby's style was just another piece of the puzzle, a sign pointing to a bigger truth he's been trying to hide. Meanwhile, fans weren't sitting back either. They were digging nonstop, and the very next thing they uncovered made Slim look less like a hater and more like someone connecting dots. Out came that infamous photo of Michael Rubin and Lil Baby, where they looked practically glued together. The smiles, the body language, the way they leaned in, it suddenly didn't feel like just another group picture. Looking at it again, folks started saying it was giving low-key public couple vibes. But back then, nobody thought too deep about it until Slim Thug blasted the whole thing open. And then, right on cue, 50 Cent jumped in. He reposted the shot with a caption that had everyone's jaw on the floor, basically saying, "What the F is going on here?" That one move lit the internet on fire. Within hours, timelines were flooded. Memes, theories, old whispers, and receipts people had kept tucked away for years were suddenly back on the table. Fans were convinced Michael Rubin and Lil Baby's bond went way beyond the studio, hinting at something way more personal. That one single photo instantly got promoted to Exhibit A. And from that moment forward, every selfie with Rubin wasn't just a casual flick, it was evidence in the eyes of the internet. People swore they had cracked the code, and the obsession only grew louder. But before diving deeper into these so-called receipts, we gotta stop and talk about the man at the center of it all, because Michael Rubin isn't just some random figure in the background of the music game. He's a heavyweight name with influence that stretches far past the industry. Michael Rubin isn't just some regular exec. He's a heavyweight with the kind of reach that can make or break entire careers. Most people know him as a big music figure, but his name has been floating in some of the industry's shadiest circles, especially the ones tied to powerful men moving behind the scenes. He's even been connected to those infamous all-white parties, the same kind Diddy's been known for hosting, and that alone tells you just how deep his influence runs. But lately, the whispers have zeroed in on just one thing: his closeness with Lil Baby, whether it's photos, those mansion parties, private trips, or even courtside seats at NBA games. Rubin's always there. Sometimes he's chilling in the background, other times he's sitting right next to Lil Baby, but either way, it's like his shadow is always hanging over every move Lil Baby makes. And it doesn't stop at luxury perks or billionaire flexes. People think it goes way deeper. Plenty of fans are convinced Rubin has been quietly molding Lil Baby's image too. They've pointed out strange shifts in the way Lil Baby carries himself in recent months, and they don't think it's by accident. It screams Rubin's influence. This is exactly why Slim Thug's accusations hit the internet like a bomb. Because according to him, these little details don't just look suspicious, they rip the mask off and show who's really pulling strings behind Lil Baby's career. And speaking of that performance clip, it wasn't just the short shorts that people zoomed in on. Fans quickly spotted Lil Baby's massive new tattoos running down his thighs, bold lettering that read, "90s Baby" across both legs. Now here's the shocker. On most rappers, ink like that wouldn't raise a single eyebrow. But on Lil Baby, it set off alarms immediately. Why? Because for years he made it clear he wanted no tattoos at all. He explained in interviews that he avoided ink because he felt tattoos would make him look ghetto and ruin his image once he moved beyond rapping into bigger ventures.
What's the reason why you made sure in a world of tattoos you don't have any? that was really my only reason, like, from being younger. Like, I don't want no tattoo. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug, I was a thug. I don't want to be no thug. You feel me? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Damn. Everybody like this now, then.
So when fans saw those fresh thigh tattoos, they couldn't help but question if something or someone had convinced him to change his whole stance overnight. So why would someone who swore up and down he'd never get ink suddenly flip and tattoo both thighs with 90s Baby, and then add another piece running down his leg that reads CBFW? The contradiction was way too loud to ignore. As soon as that clip hit the internet, fans were pausing, zooming, screenshotting, and blasting it all over socials with captions that had everybody talking. The theories went wild. People claimed the tattoos weren't just body art, but branding. Some even suggested it was a literal mark tying him to Mike Rubin as his alleged boy toy. And that's when Lil Baby clearly realized staying quiet wasn't going to save him anymore. He tried to clap back and shut the rumors down, but his words only made things messier. Suddenly, the focus wasn't just on the tattoos. People were digging into his love life, and what they pulled up made the ink look like child's play. At first, Lil Baby brushed off the Rubin talk, insisting the viral photo of them together was harmless. He claimed it was just a little play wrestling moment that happened to get snapped at the wrong time.
Even the whole Mike Rubin thing.
I was just gonna say.
Like,
I was just about to say.
Bruh, I don't play with period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on no funny weird. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up. And Mike happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam, I'm telling his ass, Mike, I'll slam your neck. I'll break your neck in his. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like, even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them, like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Right.
He even doubled down on Lil Yachty's podcast, saying he had security footage that would back him up.
Literally, when that picture came out, I literally made Mike Rubin go to his security camera in his house, go to the footage and get the whole time. And I just never, like, I ain't even gonna post that shit on the internet.
Right.
I'm just like,
Right.
you feel me?
But here's the catch. He never released it. And on the internet, saying you've got receipts but never dropping them might as well be waving a guilty flag. And just when it looked like things couldn't get any hotter, his own baby mama Jayda Waiter jumped into the storm and dropped a bombshell. She revealed the real reason she left Lil Baby, saying she had tried to keep their relationship together but finally walked away after he showed her his true colors.
When somebody show you who they are, believe the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them.
She didn't spell it out in heavy detail, but the way she worded it gave fans more than enough room to connect the dots. And online, the whispers turned into shouts. People weren't convinced she was talking about cheating with other women. They were convinced she was pointing to Lil Baby's alleged ties to Mike Rubin. Things only got worse because the whispers didn't die down, they exploded. Instagram model Teresa LeVay sat down for a podcast and spilled on a night she once spent with Lil Baby. According to her, the way he moved during their hookup had her convinced he might not be fully straight, hinting that he was leaning more on the bi side.
With Lil Baby's.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
He gave me $40,000. So Lil Baby has slid in my DMs. He asked me if I was in Miami, and I told him, yeah. He texted me, told me to pull up, and the first time we linked up was weird. He kept touching me. Like, I get it. You know, you got a lot of people that's just a setup situation. But it was just weird because he kept touching me and he was just rubbing me. Like, it got to the point where I felt like, okay, is he like trying to figure out if I'm a woman or a man? And then after that,
She didn't even need to spell it out. Her little hints were enough to send social media into another frenzy, sparking a whole new round of convos about his private life.
It was fascinating, honestly.
But what came after that is what really turned the sugar daddy rumors into full-blown suspicion. because this is where it gets messy. People have always side-eyed Mike Rubin's heavy presence in Lil Baby's world, but fans say the real tipping point came straight from Lil Baby's own mouth. He admitted to blowing a jaw-dropping $9 million in just 2 days on a gambling binge. Yes, you read that right. $9 million gone like nothing. And when it looked like his addiction was spiraling out of control, guess who stepped in to clean it up? Mike Rubin himself. According to Lil Baby, Mike personally called up casinos and had him banned, so he couldn't place bets anymore. On the surface, that might sound like a loyal friend stepping up, but after all the other receipts flying around, people weren't buying it. To them, it looked less like concern and more like a boss protecting his investment, making sure Lil Baby didn't blow the polished image Rubin had been building for him. Fans immediately started comparing the whole thing to the infamous Clive Davis dynamic. Powerful execs pulling strings while artists get caught up in the shadowy side of the business. And just like that, the narrative around Lil Baby and Rubin got darker than ever. And if you know, that whole situation spun out of control, and now people can't help but wonder if Lil Baby is walking down the same dangerous path we've seen take down others before him. The real question is, who's really pulling the strings here? Meanwhile, Slim Thug isn't slowing down one bit. He's still all over social media tossing subs, reposting old clips, and practically daring Lil Baby to call him out directly. But Lil Baby? That's where it gets confusing. After all the threats, all the cryptic IG posts, all the lashing out, he's suddenly gone quiet. And let's be real, in this game, silence rarely means peace. It usually signals one of two things. Either he's plotting a major comeback move behind the scenes, or he's run completely out of options and knows the cat's already out the bag. Now, the only question fans keep asking is this: is Lil Baby protecting his brand, or is he protecting Mike Rubin? Because if Slim Thug drops just one more bombshell, this whole situation could go from whispers to a career-ending scandal in a heartbeat. So what do you think? Has Slim already exposed too much, or is there more about to explode? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more drama breakdowns. I'll catch you in the next one.